Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about today's topic. What is date and date time field in SQL, right? Are they same or are they different? So what is the difference, right? So we want to take a look what is date and what is date time field in SQL in real time scenario, right? So let's give it an example here. So I want to select simple date. So I don't have a table to look into as a sample data. I'm just retrieving data um, uh, as I go. Okay, so I will show you the sample here. So select get date. Okay, get date will give you the current. This will give you current date time results. So this will give you current date time results. So if I execute that, so this will give me current date time. So 2026 March 6, and this is the time. This is the hour, minute, milliseconds, right? So this is how you get the current date and time. Actually, the get date will give you the current date and time. That's what it is giving. But what if you don't want what if you don't want to show these hour, minutes, and second in your data or in your computed columns, right? So how can I achieve that? So what you do is let me copy the same code here and bring it down here. So what you need to do is, since this is returning the date and time field, what you don't want is the time field. So that means, as remember, this is a date time data type. Okay, this is date time data type, and there is another data type that is simply date data type. Okay, all right. So this one is what data type? This is date time data type, and you want to turn this into just the date without the time, and that's going to be a date data type. Okay, date data type. So how do you achieve that, right? So for that one, let me bring this, copy that again. Copying and pasting is used a lot in SQL. So paste that here, and I need to convert. I need to switch this date and time data type into a date. So how can I do that? So how can I do that is I'm going to do let me. So there's a function called cast. So what it does is, I'll show you the example here so you'll understand better. So I want to cast. What cast does is it's going to convert. There's a try convert similar function you can utilize, but cast will do the job for us here. So cast get date. This is what we're going to cast, means we're going to change this into what as date. Okay, this is the data type. So what a cast does is, you want to cast or convert this data type, whatever the data type of this guy, I want to cast or change into this data type. That's what I'm saying. So cast this data type as date. So whatever this data type is, I don't care, I want to cast that into date, but I know this data type is coming as a date and time, right? Date and time, because it has both date and time, right? So you want to convert that into a date, and that's what this cast is helpful for doing that. So if I run both of these, let me give the alias here. Okay, so it's more readable as a date time, and this one would be you know what, sometime if it's a keyword, it's better to give this a square bracket. So okay, so if I run both of these, then you will see, so this is my date and time field. However, this we got converted into date by doing the cast statement or cast function. So this got converted into date, so we got removed the time part of it, and that's what this line is doing pretty much. And we're giving this alias name. As you can see, this is date and this is date time. This is the alias. Alias is pretty much simply a name given for the simplicity of readability, you know, something like that, right? So you can give any name of your understanding, you know, so that makes sense. And now if you want to, let's say you want to compute two scenarios. Okay, you want to compute let me show you one example here. Okay, so okay, let's say you want to add a day. Okay, example is add a day to the date time field. What happens, right? You want to see an example, right? For example, if I want to add, I want to make it, you know, 7th, because I want to add a day on this one. Is that possible? Is that possible on this one? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what happens. So I want to, if you do just this one, is going to return me the date and time, right? But adding a date, there is a function called date add, and you want to add, so it expects a is not recognized built-in function name. Okay, yeah, it got confused right now because we know it's not the complete code is not complete, right? So that's why it got confused. So we want to add DD stands for day. On this field you want to add okay, exhibits 3 characters. You want to add a day, 1 day, and into this field, and you want to close the parentheses because function always opens and closes always, right? So what happens this, can you do that? Let's run it. Yes, of course, this is going to work. So see this one, if I just bring this one here and run both of these, then you will see this one is get date, which is a date time function, and the second one is I'm adding 1 day to this date time function. That is, this one is March 6th and this one is 7. So that's how you can do, you can add day or year. You can do year. If I do YY, this is going to add 1 year. So let's take a look at what it does. So this is going to return 27. You can add a year, you can add a day, and you can, I mean day, and you can add a month. You can add anything. So date add is going to add. So if I do this is going to add me the month. So from March, this is going to turn into 4. So let's run it. So this one is a turn into 4. See, that's how you can achieve these. And there's so many date time other functions utilizations you can implement in real-time scenario. So yeah, please keep practicing. That's what makes man perfect. So hopefully I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully this makes sense. Please like and subscribe my channel so I can continue more videos similar like this, and you'll learn tricks and tips from me. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.